you're shaking like a little kid in a candy store.
Because the fabulous Glitz Glam is here with me today.
Well,
when was the last time we did this?
I don't even know.
I want to say a long time ago.
It's been a while. I can remember the outfit, but I don't really.
I do remember the outfit too.
Uh-huh.
Well, because you've been on
A couple times.
You've been on several times.
Yes.
So, but the last time you sat in Ophelia's chair, I think was a while ago.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I love having you here.
Oh, I love being here.
I always add so much color to the set.
Just
I
a
was
little.
always wearing like black and nothing.
I just thought a little bit of makeup today. I didn't want to go too much.
Me too.
Okay, yes. Perfect. Perfect.
Much unlike the cover of the LGBT Weekly.
Oh, which is fabulous.
We will get into.
And you were fabulous in it.
I was very happy. Yes, I was. Thank you for that. So what have you been up to? I want to know all the fabulous things that you've been doing.
Well,
recently.
Most of you know, well, a lot of you know, some of you don't, that I was in Chad Michaels' Tragic Girl video.
Yes, Chad, who won All Stars on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. It was a long day. It was about a 15-hour shoot. We did it right here at Urban Moe's. We transformed this place into this incredible set. And
it was done here?
Yeah, everything was done right here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we pimped this fucker out, honey.
And so that chair?
The chair was right there. This was the scene where we threw the shots. And of course you see Copa Bar in one of the scenes as well. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was really honored that Chad called me directly and just said, you know, I'm doing this video Monday and I need some color and some craziness, and I figured you'd be the girl to call. So I was like, hell yeah. Got the phone tree going, got a bunch of the club kids to come in, and it came out really cool.
Yeah, it did actually. And we had been going back and forth for a while with the guy that sang in the...
Bruce,
yes. Because we love having Chad on. Chad's been on multiple times, and we wanted to have him on again to talk about the video, and we just haven't been able to do it. So.
They're busy kids.
Yes, they are.
You know, they're doing 4 club remixes, and 4 separate videos for each remix.
Oh shit!
So they've been really on the the editing room a lot lately. I know the second video is finished. I got to see it, and it was really cool because Bruce is like, "You're gonna like it a lot," and I'm like, "Why?"
Why?
And he's like, "Well, you kind of dominate it," and I was like, "Yeah, girl." So the beginning, there's a lot of me in the chairs, so that was really sweet of him. It was a really great experience, and yeah, that's one of the highlights.
The song is Tragic Girl.
Tragic Girl.
And you can go to YouTube and just type that in and it will come up.
And it's really cute. It's a really great song. Chad and Bruce together, there's kind of like an 80s kind of punk to it. Like I totally hear Pete Burns.
Right.
Yes. I mean, the voice, it's really cool. And I was so impressed, you know, Chad and Bruce came to perform, and we did a video release party here. And Chad sang live with Bruce, and she's really good. I was impressed, you know.
Rock it out.
I did talk to her, and she said she was really fearful because she hates her voice.
Yeah.
And
we all hate our voices.
We do. But I mean, that's what makes us special, our voice, I think, you know. So yeah, I was really impressed. She did really well.
I did. I loved seeing all of you in it, and I shared it immediately as soon as I saw it, so I think that's fantastic. And you've been doing a lot of stuff here lately. I mean, you have like a Friday night thing going on now.
I do. I try to stay busy.
Wow.
Well, you know, this year came up, and I had gone through my unemployment for a couple of years. Right. So now that I've been here for a year and a half, I do as much as I possibly can, because I feel if I'm stopped, then I'm going backwards. So that's just me personally. Some days I feel a little like I'm burning the candle at both ends.
Well, what I do love though is that all of the stuff that you do, which you are very, very busy, you still make time for the community. You still do the group at the center every month for the Young Men's Discussion, which we love very much.
Yes.
You are still involved in all of the different events that you do and charity fundraisers, and
I tried to. I think that's the most important part. I think just giving back. I think a lot of my career was focusing on glitz, and I've just gotten so much more out of it. Giving back.
And boy oh boy, people sure do like appreciate because
absolutely.
when you are able to say, hey, Glitz is going to be there, then, you know, it kind of gives it a little added oomph.
I'd like to think that my name does draw.
Yes, it does.
I hope.
Yes,
I mean, yeah.
And you just said you've been here at Moe's for a year and a half now?
A little over a year and a half, actually. I'll be going on 2 years in December.
Wow.
I do have, tomorrow night is Freak Friday.
Yes.
It's a once a month event that we do here. As of right now, it's once a month. We did do 2 in a month, 1 month, because Absolute was doing something with us, but it's just kind of a night to fly your freak flag and to do things a little different. You know, freak, some people think of as a negative term, but I love it. I think it's endearing because it just means that you're different, that you stand out from everybody else, and that's what I like to do.
And do they all come dressed up? Is it kind of like I don't want to compare it to any other, like a what the fuck or anything, but is it like, do they really get into it?
It's kind of got a what the fuck glitter cup disco feel to it. There are like a core fan base that come and follow the theme, and then I have my own selected people that I bring in for different reasons. We have Prestique is our candy bear.
Candy bear.
And well, she's a bear, and she's a beautiful bear. We have Alexis doing. She's our naughty. This month, she's the beach bunny shop girl, because the theme is sex on the beach.
Sex on the beach.
So, and then I have Sienna and one other girl, Frankie, are going to be my little bikini beach bimbos.
Hot.
And I don't know if you're familiar with those 2 girls, but they're like this big.
Well, see,
and they can get away with a bikini.
You know, they just make me want to eat.
Right.
Eat more than I already do.
So
you perform?
I do perform.
Okay.
I will be doing Lana Del Rey's Summertime Sadness.
Wow.
Which is a great song.
So for someone like me who wants to come, and I don't usually, because, you know, I'm always at the center, if I came at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, is it still like...
That would be perfect.
That would be perfect.
The whole, the effort that brought forth the night was, we're trying to reignite the dance floor later.
Got it.
That's why they have me coming in to, you know, because a lot of people come here for dinner and then they drink and then they maybe do a little pub crawl.
Oh, right. Yeah, they bounce around for their Friday night,
but
whatever.
I like to think that, you know, this is home for me, and I would stay here all night and party. That's just what it's about.
Moses are home. We love
That's right,
Moses.
honey.
Well, I love that.
Cool.
And you have also, we can talk about the LGBT Weekly thing now because we have kind of a similar connection to this thing, which was, I wanted to talk about it with Ophelia last week because I knew she'd give me a ton of shit about it.
Okay.
But I had gotten a call maybe 2 or 3 months ago from one of the writers at LGBT Weekly who was doing a story about tattoos. And they needed a cover person, and they wanted to, you know, ask some questions, very, you know, specific questions about tattoos and tattoos in the gay culture and the LGBT community. So I answered all the questions and everything, and about 3 weeks after that, they're like, "Oh, well, would you like to be on the cover?" And I was like,
Me?
Well, at first I was like, no, not really.
Why?
Are you interviewing anybody else? And they're like, no, we just need you, that's all. I was like, oh,
that's all you need.
So I contacted our very good friend, Rob Lucas of Modern Aperture.
Yes.
Because 3 years ago, Ophelia and I had done a photo shoot with Rob. And I asked him, I'm like, hey, can I send one of those photos that you took of me 3 years ago?
And he's like, no.
And that is exactly what he said. He was like, no, honey.
As an artist, we all evolve, and Rob's, what makes him so special, I think, is just his ability to light you perfect. And it, you know, it takes time. I look at my old pictures and think, oh.
Well, it was insane because he has a studio. So he did the shot in a studio. It wasn't at location. Last time he was working at a different studio that had like multiple different rooms and stuff.
Yes, Bad Kitty.
But he incorporated a lot of new techniques this time, particularly using flash, which he didn't use last time. It was all about like lighting and all that stuff.
All about lighting.
And he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so he is a photographer that has a very signature style. If you think about the Adam Bushkas and the Mike Ruizes, when you look at their photos, you know that is an Adam Bushka photo and that's a Mike Ruiz photo.
Yeah.
Well, you can definitely tell that about Rob. And you have sat with Rob, I don't know how many times, probably a million?
I've only had, I've had 4 actual, like, proper shoots with him. Yes.
But you have gotten a ton of really fabulous
I'm sitting on
photos.
4 right now. It's so hard because, like, he sends them to me. He gives you the 10. You get to choose 10. If you're looking for someone to get a shoot done with, call Rob, Modern Aperture. He is amazing, and just the fact that he gives you that much content off the bat, which is part of your session, is amazing. Right. So you get to choose 10 pictures, which is really difficult for me because I love them all. But he sent 4 of them to me, and he's really cool because he gets excited about some. So he's like, well, 3 are yours and 1's one of my favorites. So I'm like, okay. But then I have to sit on them and like release them periodically because, I need that new content so people are coming to my page. So there's some really great ones coming out. You can't wait.
Well, what was so great is when I went to his studio, he has a lot of his favorites that are
on the wall.
Up on the wall and everything. And there you are, there's Grace, there's Paris, there's Shane. So, there are a lot of he had really great photos. And I asked him, who did all of these. And he's like, oh, this canvas place down in Little Italy, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'll send you the information. So this photo shoot that I did for him, for the article in the LGBT Weekly, I did exactly what you did. I kind of put one up. Then a couple days later, I put another one up. And 3 days later, I put another one up. And pretty soon, boom, 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 my mom chimes in. Oh my God, I love this photo.
So your mom wants a copy. She wants it framed.
Yes. Of course. She wanted a canvas. So I called Rob. I'm like, who's that company again? So he gave me all the contact information. Canvas is done. I get to go pick it up tomorrow. I believe it's about that size over there.
Oh my God.
She should be very happy.
What room is this going into?
If it doesn't go over her bed, I will be very, very unhappy.
Oh, how sweet.
I love my mother.
No, clearly she loves you. She's going to do a poster of your face.
I love you too, and I have a big poster.
I bet you do.
Ooh.
So yes, Rob is great. He
Yes.
did the cover shoot for the LGBT Weekly, and it was fantastic. And
So is there an event happening, like a tattoo event, or they're just expose on tattoos?
Yeah, it was just, I think, a feature story, the idea that someone came up with, and they decided, let's explore it. And so they did it, and they asked me all these questions, and I answered them, and bim, bam, boom, there it is.
So I'm curious, what is your favorite portion of your tattoos? Was this one of the questions?
Yes, it was one.
Is that a hard question for you?
It is a very hard question, because I like them all for very different reasons.
Okay.
So I will say that the one that probably has the most personal meaning to me now, after having endured the pain that I went through to get it, was my name in Hebrew down my side.
Oh, yeah. The rib cage is rough, huh?
Correct. And as is the hip bone and all the other areas that come in contact. So that one, there's nothing super detailed about it. It's strict block Hebrew script, but I just love it because it's very bold.
And you'll never forget your name.
I never will, and neither will any Jew who ever reads it.
Well, that's good. Because sometimes you wake up and you don't know who the fuck you are or where you are.
I'm just saying.
You'd be like,
in that story, Christina included like these different things about like what apparently, I don't know if she Wikipedia'd this or whatever, but she found like what a bear claw means and what the bands around the arm mean, and all that stuff.
So what do they mean? I thought the bear claw just signified the bear community.
Yes, exactly.
And the bands are fisting, right?
Leather, yes. How far you can go up for fisting?
Yes.
For the leather community or whatever. Fetish. Stars, she says, are lesbian. Apparently they started in the lesbian community.
I do have a lipstick lesbian inside of me, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I think you do too. So I thought it was really fascinating. I don't know if any of that's true, but you learn something new every day.
Yeah, I think, well, people get different meanings. Like mine are, this is supposed to be dream, which I've been told it is dream. This one, however, is just hot, and it's supposed to be passion. But I was at Sushi Deli, and the lady behind the counter was saying, "You hot," and I'm
You
like,
hot.
"It's a little warm, yeah." And she goes, "No, you hot," and I'm like, "Why is she telling me this?" And she goes, "Your arm, you hot," and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "No, it says passion." She goes, "No, you just hot."
You just hot.
I'm like, okay, so I guess I got to put a sex kanji on there too. It's a process. They will be sleeves one day.
One day?
Yes, I have it all planned out.
I talked in the article that I have my next one all decided and determined. My big thing is finding the artist. Now, do you
That is hard. No, I don't have a regular. I mean, I did go to Night Owl for these two, and I was happy with Dan. I'm not saying I wouldn't go back to him, but it is hard because there's certain aspects of certain types of tattoos that certain people are good at.
Correct.
You know,
Shading, color.
portraits, or tribal, or
Exactly.
It does make a big difference,
It makes a huge difference.
and it's permanent, so you don't want it fucked up.
Thank you. You don't want to have to endure what I did, which this is kind of part of the story that I left out of the article. I had my very fabulous artist, Dave Davenport, who did both of my sleeves. He's done almost all of the tattoos on my body, who is no longer here in San Diego. And I needed to have this one recolored, so I went to someone else.
Did you feel like you were cheating?
Not only did I feel like I was cheating, but when it was done and healed, I was so unhappy with it that I don't even like to point it out anymore.
Oh.
It's almost one of those where it's one of my most recognizable tattoos, but it's also the one that I'm the most embarrassed about.
Really? I think all your tattoos are great.
Thank you. It's because you don't see the details that I see. I look at it, it just
looks good.
disgust.
That's how I look at my face every night, don't worry.
Oh, come on now.
More makeup.
You look very fierce today, though. But you're doing something
too dark.
tonight,
It's
so.
too dark. I didn't want to be this dark, but yeah, I am doing the Jocks and Cleats auction.
That's right. So we should probably say
We should.
you're here because fucking Ophelia ain't here.
Is she tubing down a river again?
You know what? That bitch. I don't know. I thought she was going to be here today, but she said, "Oh, I'm going to be flying back, and I'm not going to be able to make it for the show, but I'm going to be here for the auction." That's why when I was like, "Okay, well, I'll just have Glitz do it, and then I'll see you later because I'll probably be here for the auction." And then when you said,
I'll be here all night.
You'll be here all night. So you're doing the auction for her tonight.
I
So
am the amazing Ophelia tonight.
You are even better than that.
She dropped some acid, and this is what happened.
See, I am going to give her props because seriously.
Well, she's been doing a lot of phennyfin, some E. coli, and tapeworm. Yeah.
Yes. So the auction you're talking about is the boots and brief, or not
Boots
the
and
boots and
brief.
briefs. It's the
Jocks
jocks and sports bras, jock straps and
Right,
sports
so we
bras.
have girls and guys.
And guys.
Yes. Now, I was excited thinking that we were going to like take the jocks off of them and all that, but of course this is a family establishment, and there are laws. So the jocks will be silent auctioned off, and then we will be doing stuff with the guys and the girls. I think t-shirts or tank tops.
with wetness involved or whipped cream.
I should probably fuck them up. I should do something.
You know,
To,
with Ophelia, she would. So
Well, they did tell me to keep an eye on the time, because in the past, the auction went a little late.
well,
And I was like, well, you gave her a microphone. You should know better.
I'm just saying.
So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna go fast. It's gonna be fun. It starts at 8. Yeah, we have our dressing room set up, and
I thought you might be in there when I first got here. I was peeking in there. No, you were not.
no.
No.
When I don't get ready at my house,
It doesn't work the way you want it to?
it ends up working, but it just doesn't go as smoothly as I would like it to go. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Speaking of smoothly and application, you will be seeing in December, I did transformations with James St. James.
Shut up.
For those of you who are not familiar with James
Wow.
St. James, He is one of the original club kids. You can find his character being portrayed by Seth Green in Party Monster. And it was really kind of crazy. He's been doing a webisode called Transformations, where he has famous makeup artists come in and do his face just differently. So he's had Matthew Anderson, who's
while like chatting and
yeah, you kind of chat, which is difficult because I like to pay attention and really get intricate with my makeup, and he's just like blah 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 blah, and I'm like, girl, keep your face still, and he's like, well, no, that's part of the thing, you know, and he's just putting me through it.
How ugly you make me.
But it was a trip. To follow Matthew Anderson, to follow Billy Brassfield. I mean, Billy's like the top. I mean, he's everything I aspire to be. He works with Madonna, Cher, Lady Gaga. And I just did a video of the same fucking show that he did. I'm like, wow.
So when will we win?
The editing, they have like 6 people before mine goes on. So December, he said.
Okay.
But the really great thing too was I got to work with Theron Summers, who is also the producer of Drag Race.
Oh. Are you spilling something right
No, I did not make it this season, I'll tell you that now. But
what is their problem?
now that I have the direct email line to Theron, he will be hearing from me quite often.
All it motherfucking takes, I promise you.
Right.
Trust me, as soon as Rich got the email to one fucking producer at Top Chef, that's all it took.
That's all it took. You just gotta know one person. It's all who you know.
Yep.
And yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
I think that is so fantastic. I can't wait to see it. That's really huge.
Yeah, it is. Well, I'm trying to keep the ball rolling. You know, Chad's video, I did the video release with her, and now I am, I'm an honorary dream girl.
Oh, for Wednesdays?
Well, they approached me and they were really impressed with the video release night. I let them have it. And they asked me if I would be interested in joining the cast and filling in from time to time. And I said, absolutely. And the very first one will be the 25th of October. I'm doing the Dream Girls Halloween show. Here at Moe's.
Fabulous.
So I'll be with Chad, and
if anybody has ever been to Dream Girls here, you know that it is probably one of the hottest days of the week.
It's good. Well, this is a special one.
And so
this is a Friday night, so it's going to be crazy up in there.
Crazy.
Yes. So definitely try it.
We just got invaded by bears, and we do have to take a break because producer Jay keeps holding up that fucking thing.
What does that mean?
So we'll take a break, and we'll come back with Cocktails Refreshed and talk a little bit more, okay? We'll be right back. We're back.
We're back.
Oh my God, look what we have.
We have shots.
We have 5 o'clock shots.
Woo!
Ready to go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're gonna tap it down here.
Oh God. So what?
That's just what you're supposed to do.
Oh. See, Jay always does that tap thing too. And is that just a luck thing, or?
I only started doing that when I started working here. Thank you, Moe's, for the shots.
Yes, thank
Ryan's
you.
behind the bar right now.
All of our fabulous Moe's family is here. I'm surprised that Chris Shaw hasn't made his way around because he always usually ends up bringing us tequila, which he knows I don't like.
Oh my! You get off on tequila.
Oh.
I get stuck with whiskey and pickle juice.
Oh, now see, that I would do. I would totally do that. I'm curious.
You've never had it?
Oh, that sounds good.
It was like my initiation shot when I started working there. They're like, here, do these, don't ask any questions. And I was just like, okay, and I was like, oh, and I had never had whiskey before.
Oh.
And then the pickle juice, and I love pickle juice, but I was really surprised by a shot of pickle juice. But it works really well.
Does it tastes good? I'm gonna have to try that because
It just kind of softens it a little bit, and it's just good. It's
I've
good.
had it in a martini. When they had the Aaron Heier martini over at Martini's before Martini's was sold.
They had an His-tini?
They had an Aaron Heier.
His teeny.
The Aaron Heier teeny, and it was vodka and pickle juice with a
Really?
big kosher dill pickle.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I'm sure it's gone from the menu. But it was really good. But I've never had it with whiskey, so I think that would be really awesome.
I recommend it.
Yes. Okay, we're going to get a little serious for just a few minutes because one of the things that I know that is very important to both of us is diversity and inclusion And can we please talk about Miss America for one hot second? Because they talked about it on They Said, which you know is the other show that we do. They Said, if you're not watching it, you should be watching it. They talked about it on Monday, and the whole big hullabaloo controversy is Miss America was crowned on Sunday, and she happens to be of Indian descent, and from India, not feather. And the fucking racist bigots in Teabagistan went apeshit crazy because it was too close to 9/11 for them to give the Miss America title to a fucking Muslim Arab.
I think it's ridiculous. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but those contests, they're pretty strict with their point systems. It's like she earned that crown.
Thank you.
So
she was born in New York.
Born in New York.
American.
So what do they expect us to take our crown away?
Well, they think that it should have gone to someone else who was blonde and blue-eyed and from Oklahoma or Tennessee or something. She was American. And a veteran, which I will tell you, she was beautiful, and she did have her own set of controversy because she did her swimsuit issue or her swimsuit competition showing her tattoos, which has never been done before in the Miss America competition. She did not win. The Miss New York won, who was from Syracuse, New York, and her parents are from India, and she's fucking beautiful, gorgeous.
Yeah.
And she did a Bollywood dance for her talent.
She's
amazing. I mean, look at her. She is amazing. Her name is Nina Davuluri.
She's gorgeous.
And if anybody would like to know a little bit about her lineage, she had the same lineage coming to the Miss America pageant that Vanessa Williams did when she was Miss America. Really? They were both Miss Syracuse, both Miss New York, and both Miss America. And, well, I guess they both came with their little bit of share of controversy.
Let's hope that she doesn't follow.
Well, let's hope. No.
Yeah.
Let's hope she doesn't.
I mean, so as long as she doesn't do Playboy, right?
Or, Penthouse or whatever it was, yeah. As long as that doesn't happen. But, I mean, hey, if you can show your tattoos, perhaps you can show your boobs now. I don't know.
When are we going to get by this? I mean, honestly, this was the first year that 9/11 came up, and I didn't remember it was 9/11 till the day of. Like, in the past, I had thought about it, you know?
Right.
But it was the first year since that it was kind of like, oh, wow, it's 9/11.
And what's really interesting about it, too, is that it's not like it's the, and I don't mean to diminish it in any way.
No.
It's not the 10-year anniversary or the 20-year or the 25. It's, what are we, 12 years?
12 years, yeah.
So it was the 12th year. So I don't mean this disrespectfully. It wasn't one of those kind of decade milestone type of marker points.
Right.
It's always very important that we should remember it every single year.
Absolutely.
But this year, it seems like we did it big time.
Yeah, like, I didn't hear anything about it, but then on the day, it was everywhere.
It blew up.
Well, there was that big, there was a big documentary about the jumper. Did you see that?
Yes.
And it was interesting, though, now that I think back at it, you know, a lot of the media was focused on the firefighters, the rescuers, and they weren't really covering the jumpers.
Right.
I didn't realize how many.
Yes, there were. They
there were
said
thousands.
Yes, they said that there were probably
About
2,000. So, or up to 2,000. And that jumper photo,
The one where the guy is like completely upside down, is so surreal.
And it looks like he's free falling. Well, that photo won a Pulitzer Prize and every other photo prize that you could ever win in photography. That was actually the photo that I posted last year.
Really?
To commemorate 9/11. And the specific thing that I said is this is what we need to never forget. And I got so much shit for posting that photo. I got so much hate.
They got a lot of shit for posting it on the newspaper as well.
And I'm like, why? Why? Because they said it was morbid. Why would you want to remember something so awful and so tragic? And for me, it's not that it was awful and tragic in terms of imagery. It was reality.
Right.
That was reality. That's what happened.
The truth hurts sometimes, man. But that was just amazing.
We were, Donald and I, my roommate and producer Jay, we went to P-Town this past July, and Donald and I got to go to the Ground Zero Memorial and everything, and we did a little tour through the museum, the Memorial Museum, and that photo of the jumper is huge on a ginormous wall inside the museum area. And I'm standing there looking at it, and when you look at it and it's like giant size, where the dude is like life size
of you, yeah,
the size of me, you're looking at it going, oh my god, and he was on floor 80 something.
It just must have been so horrible inside that building, because I am afraid of heights. But to make someone go out on the 100th floor, and there were people like holding on to the scaffold. Oh, it's just,
when you feel like you have no other option.
Well, yeah, or being burned alive.
Correct.
You can't do that. Your body's going to make you jump. That's just...
Or you know it's going to topple down on you and you're going to be crushed. And so that's what you did.
Ooh, goosebumps.
And that, it did give me goosebumps. So, but all of this surrounding Miss India, see, I even said it, my God. Miss America, who is of Indian descent, is fantastic, and the hashtags that they created on fucking Twitter, calling her Miss America terrorist,
wrong.
Was awful.
People get over it.
Seriously.
We all bleed the same. Who the fuck cares what your neighbor does?
We are in America.
That's right.
Thank you. Land of opportunity.
Be thankful for what you have. I mean, the opportunity to look like this. Hello. Okay.
Well, and you got little bindy things in your
I do have my little bindies in my eyebrows.
In your eyebrows.
Yeah, I just thought add a little something. Yeah.
I'm very curious. How long does that take? Just
today was 3 hours. Yeah.
Because I told Rob, getting back to Rob, I don't mean to because we love Rob, and Rob, we're going to give you all the shout outs that we can. I told Rob that, you know who Pavel Patel is, yes?
Yes.
I am so fascinated by him. Fascinated. I said that if anybody could ever get me to do something Pavel Patel like, it would be Rob. And I said,
have the hair.
Well, I told him the only person I would trust to do it would be you.
See, you could wear this with a bathing suit and heels on a bike.
You think I could pull it off?
I think you could. That would be hot. Let's do it.
You heard it here, Rob.
We're coming for you.
But see, that's kind of a fetish for people. Like whole what does Grace refer to it as? The
Butch queen, bearded lady.
Yes,
Butch
bearded
queen.
lady. Because I'm not shaving. You don't shave.
No, I don't anymore.
do you ever do what is it called? I was talking to fish. Do you do fish?
I do fish.
Okay.
Believe it or not. Yes. I don't do it normally. I did it for the last audition tape for RuPaul because I wanted to show my versatility.
Right.
I've been through periods of my life where I was very fishy, very club kitty, very freak. It's just something I flow through. Interesting that you bring that up and I talk about flowing through. On October 5th, I am doing a workshop for the Youth Empowerment Summit.
Yes,
Yes, it's coming to San Diego, and myself and Spike from Pleasures and Treasures have been invited to speak about gender roles. And our different gender roles.
I'm putting this up here because I'm thinking that we might not hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah? So that's really cool. So the 5th, we're just going to be talking about just what it is to be us. Spike lives primarily as a man, but is biologically a female. And I, of course, am a man, and at times
and you do this.
Dance across the line.
Where is the Youth Empowerment Summit? It's at the Mission. Is it at Mission Gathering Church or no?
I think it's in La Jolla. Yeah, this year I think it's in La Jolla. I'm not positive. You can go online to the Yes Summit or just type in Y.E.S. and you can find out all the details. I a lot of times say yes to things, so don't even know where the hell I'm going.
Tonight. Like, at least you knew it was at Moe's.
Right? That day's going to be very busy for me, though, because you know what happens after the yes.
No, I don't.
Is the leather fetish ball.
Shut the front door.
Yes.
Leather fetish ball.
Are you going?
Well,
you have to.
I might have to have a very special harness made by some very special person in your life.
Fabulous.
We love very much, and we've had on the show very many times.
With a little Leather Love by Anthony
Roller.
Roller.
Leather Fetish Ball, no fucking way.
Yeah, it's the first year. Rob Rodriguez, Mr. San Diego Eagle Leather, is one of the producers. And he wanted to bring a new event to the city to kind of showcase our community. He didn't want another contest or so forth. So we're trying something new. It's at the Sunset Temple. It starts at 6 o'clock. I don't know if you're familiar with the Sunset Temple.
Yes.
I had no idea it existed. It is so beautiful.
Isn't it? It's a great
my
place.
God, it's gorgeous. And they're doing build out to it right now.
Oh, wow.
There's a second floor overlooking the main room that has a wall right now. Well, they're busting that out.
So it's going to be like
So it's going to be open, and the
Oh.
top is going to be all VIP guests, and Urban Mo's, of course, is sponsoring hors d'oeuvres and tasty
how you-
goodies.
How you
Hors
point to
d'oeuvres.
John Brooks.
I was gonna say,
He's just trying to get on camera.
Because Gouda's going to be rolling hors d'oeuvres for 2 days leading up to the event. Only
I can't wait.
you're doing it. Did you get the memo?
Of course I did. That's the memo, but I forget things because I'm old.
Oh, are you really? Wow.
She's really 25.
I'm 50, but look at this
Hey,
face.
look at it.
50-year-old?
Oh,
I don't think so.
Nice.
Thank you.
Sort it out.
Oh, me.
Ophelia's going to say, why didn't you go quick?
So yeah, that's a really busy. That's a busy weekend.
It's a ball, so the Leather Fetish Ball. I mean, I'm assuming they have them in other cities.
They do have them in other cities, and
Why
I believe
have we
we
not-
had them. We've had one before,
Okay.
but it didn't end up being an annual event. And this one we would like to continue as an annual event. We have a gay comedian coming. I'm performing. I'm working. I've been rehearsing 2 days a week with my dancers. I'm doing a performance art number to Nikki and the Dove, Gentle Roar. It's I'm excited about it. It's a great venue, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Is whatever I'm assuming is probably going to benefit something
There's
because you always do it.
There's 3 beneficiaries. I know one of them is the
Oh, the Ben Dillingham?
Dillingham.
Yep. Foundation.
One of them is I don't even want to say. I believe it's Mama's Kitchen, but I'm not positive. I know it's a pantry. I
Okay.
should know more, but again, it's one of those
One of the
things.
pantries, which is good.
Yes, so it's all for a good cause.
Okay, perfect.
$25 regular tickets, $50 VIP. VIP includes the hors d'oeuvres and a cocktail, I believe.
Okay.
And it's going to be really great. We're going to have demos throughout the venue, flogging, rope, saran wrap, bondage, all kinds of good stuff.
Wow.
It's going to be great.
And I know he's all like saran wrap.
Saran wrap,
So
yes.
what do we do with saran wrap?
You can do bondage with saran wrap, and you can do basically we take a sling frame and we wrap you up in saran wrap, and then we hang you from the sling frame. So it's like a suspension. Technically, it's a suspension.
Wow.
You'll have to go to see it.
I would like to see something like that.
It's pretty
because,
cool.
Like you said, you have a fear of heights.
You have a fear?
I have-
Claustrophobic?
Just a little.
Yeah?
I think I would have a fear of that. Like not being able to have control of my limbs and
Right,
stuff.
no, nothing can move.
Like restriction?
Restricted.
Oh no.
Which I thought the same thing. And like I get claustrophobic on planes actually. I hate planes. I gotta pop a pill and sleep. 'Cause I go crazy, especially long flights.
Yeah, me too.
But the first time I tried a vacuum bed, I was in love.
A vacuum bag.
Yes.
What in the hell?
They make a door, it's like the size of a door frame with PCV piping, and then you put a latex sheath over it, like a Ziploc sandwich bag, but the size of a door frame.
Uh-huh.
Then you get inside of it, and they zip you up. You have a little hole where your mouth goes in a tube, and then they suck all the air out, and you're like the meat in the deli department.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's amazing.
No.
When I touch you like this, you'll fucking blow a nut. You will. Like all of, because your senses are taken away, but like your second skin becomes this.
Look at me, I've already gotten goosebumps.
It's amazing. It really is amazing because when you have certain senses taken away, your other senses are heightened.
Oh my God.
So just the mere touch will throw you up. And you know they've invented a cube. So the cube has a hole in the mouth and a hole for your butthole. And it's a square and you get inside of it and you're like fetus position and they suck all the air out. So you're just like this and then they can play with your hole.
What if they put something in there that you don't want?
So, well, you have to know who's playing with your hole.
So there's a lot of trust.
There is some trust. You have to know your dom.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm like, oh, well.
But the cool thing about the cube, though, is like when I was in it, they were like rolling me. Like it was just real. I did it at the AVN, so I didn't have anything put in my hole, but I did experience it, and it was really cool.
See, one of my other like big sort of fear things is the whole buried alive thing.
Yeah.
Like that's why I don't know that I could, like if somebody tried to put me in a coffin and like close it up so I couldn't get out, I would probably die in there because I would have a heart attack and I would freak out.
But it's so easy to get out of the vacuum bed. It's not like if you start feeling freaky and you go peanut butter, which is your safe word, of course.
Safe words, I love.
It's instant release.
Okay.
They have to let you out, right?
They have to let you out.
Right.
In there, you say a safe word, you can't get out on your own. Someone has to let you out.
Someone has to let you out. Yes, that is the premise of knowing your dom, having a trusting relationship. I don't suggest, if you're listening to this right now and some stranger on a hookup line says, I have a vacuum bed and I want to suck you in.
Right?
I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Unless
Not
you're
on
really
Craigslist.
into it, right? No. You know, you really should know who you're playing with.
Okay.
And, you know, that's why I love fetish, though. The whole community is about communication.
Correct.
And I think that's something that is lacking.
And if it's at a ball, you're going to have people there that are going to, of course, know what they're doing.
Correct.
And know what this is supposed to be about.
Right.
That it's not
It's not
supposed to
dangerous.
scare you.
No, it
It's
shouldn't
supposed to
scare
make
you. It
feel
should
good.
get you off. It's supposed to be a pleasurable thing.
This would be exactly why I would want to go, because
to see it.
I'm so fascinated by all of it, because to me it just scares me. It scares me to think about it. Like,
And you know, and from my perspective, fetish and kink seems so safe because I know what goes into it. And like, for someone to go to a bar and get drunk and hook up with somebody, I think is risky. But if you go and dabble in the kink, dabble in fetish, you can pretty much do everything in the fetish world without really even exposing yourself to risk. You know,
especially if you have your safe partners. and
Right,
you have
totally.
What did you call them?
your doms, and you got to have your safe word.
safe words. Yeah.
You know, but that's why I like the fetish community, because you talk so much before you even begin the act. And I think in the regular gay community, people are doing the act and not talking before the act. And that's where miscommunication comes. That's where, you know, a lot of problems occur.
Well, not only problems, but that's where we've been having a lot of issues with rape.
Yes.
Rape in our community. That's where people get diseases, HIV, AIDS,
Yes.
things like that. So you're absolutely right.
And it's a simple conversation. I just implore you to have a conversation with your trick.
Yes.
I mean,
Thank
you
you,
know,
please.
it's just, it's a need. Uh-oh.
Oh, that means money in the meter.
Oh.
Speaking of,
Okay.
to transition to
Yes.
another topic, AIDS Walk.
Yes.
Talking about that, AIDS Walk is coming up.
Yep.
We are both, I've always been very actively involved in AIDS Walk, love it, support it, everything. Are you doing the walk, the run, or the challenge?
I am volunteering.
You're volunteering.
Yes,
Okay. Even
Anthony
better.
and I did it 2 years ago. And then last year we were home, we were visiting family, so we weren't able to do it. But we had a really great time. So we will be at the very last water station on the run. We get like a crew of high school students
Yep.
who come in with us.
Yes.
It's just a lot of fun. You know, we get up early, and I love it.
Get over there with your little running shoes and cheering everybody.
So,
are you?
I'm in drag.
Oh, shit.
I do drag. I get up at 4 a.m. to put a face on. Usually it's very minimal.
Right.
But I'm excited about this obstacle course thing.
Oh my God. Well, I'm doing the challenge.
Yeah?
And, you know, we have a team. And the team can walk, they can run, they can do whatever they want. I'm doing the challenge. There are 8 obstacles in the challenge. And the goal is to have the best team, or the best time through the 8
Overall,
obstacles.
right?
Overall, yes. So depending on who I'm going to be competing against from whatever other team, I am totally doing it. And you know, our co-teammates this year are vulgar. So we're gonna have some
cool
very
shirts,
sexy, fancy, cute little shirts. That
is Ophelia on your team?
Well, Ophelia always does the walk every year, but she will only do the walk, and she does the walk faster than everybody.
Really?
So she can get home to watch the Charger game. Because the Charger game's at 10.
Does she do drag and put sneakers on?
No. The first year we did it as he said, she said. We were on stage.
Okay.
So we emceed, and she said, never again. Never ever again.
Gay drag is not fun
will
drag.
I do this? She said that 4 o'clock in the morning thing is some bullshit.
She didn't wake up at 4 o'clock, please, girl. She gets ready in 15 minutes.
Right.
She goes, done.
Done. Pound the face and then put on that wig. And then go. Yeah, no, she'll do the walk. She does the walk every year, but she goes really, really quickly. And she finishes before all of us. So.
Wow.
But I'm very excited about it. Please, everybody sign up. You should already be signed up. If you are not, do it right now.
It's a good cause. It's a lot of fun, and you'll love it.
Yes.
You'll come back every year.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about all the other stuff that you have in your pipeline, some other events that are happening in the community, and then we'll maybe go do another shot. I don't know. All right, we'll be right back.
Well, hello, and we're back. Yay!
You notice my new bright white smile on my teeth?
Did you do a whitening while we were on break?
No, not while we were on break. I did it last week.
Yeah, where'd you go?
I went to Bella Vita Dental.
Wow.
Shout out to my Dr. Brian. We actually went to he had a grand opening last Thursday.
Oh, nice.
So we went after the show.
So is he doing grand opening specials?
He is doing grand opening specials. Yes, he is. So you can. Oh, and Jay, I love Jay. I'll tell you about that in a second.
Okay.
He's so funny. So we went there, and they're doing new patients. New patients get $99 full exam, full X-rays, the whole 9 yards, cleaning, and then free whitening.
That's for $99.
Yes. Wow. You get either the trays to take home for life, or you can have the one-time super duper treatment in the chair with.
Is that the one you did?
That's the one I did,
yeah.
And it was fucking painful.
It was painful.
Oh my god, it was painful. But
is it like a burning?
It's a super sensitivity, like super sensitive, like the kind of sensitive that gives you a headache. Sensitive.
Like when you like really cold stuff in a
Yes. So, but that lasted for about 24 hours, and then it went away. But
so what? The pain. Okay, I was about to say your teeth are still white.
No, the
so that's
pain
good.
and sensitivity went away.
Did they give you any pills to deal with the pain?
No, he said ibuprofen. But he can put you on the gas.
Okay.
He has the gas there, and that when I had my cleaning done, because I had to have a deep cleaning, he gives you nitrous.
Yeah.
And
good stuff.
I promise you, oh my god, amazing.
Yeah.
Like, and it's amazing.
That's a really good deal.
Amazing.
If I didn't already have the Indian American Center and Ryan White taking care of my teeth,
well, and he takes every kind of insurance you can possibly imagine.
Oh, cool.
Dental, United, and everything. So we were there last Thursday, and they were doing raffles for giveaways, and for like some amazing fucking shit giveaways.
Okay.
And we were literally getting ready to walk out the door. And they're like, pull out your tickets, everybody, because we have the big, massive, amazing grand drawing thingamajigger.
He won?
And so, yes, they called the number, and fucking Jay won. So what did Jay win? He won 2-for-1 veneers.
Really?
Full set of veneers. Shit is about $7,000.
I know, your teeth look fine.
And he's like, What am I gonna do with it? I don't want veneers and yet I don't like.
Not right now, but someday.
Well, give that shit to a family member or something because that's
sell it for $1,000. That's a
saying.
deal as it is. Wow.
Put that shit on eBay.
Right? Congratulations.
Yes. He could have some very fabulous veneers if you wanted.
So eat all the candy you want, baby.
Just
Splurge.
make sure you go visit Dr. Brian at Bella Vita Dental because he's amazing and hot.
Yeah?
Super hot.
Ooh.
Like epically hot.
So it's always nice when they have those awkward moments where he rubs up against you with his crotch accidentally and you're like,
which I try to make sure he does often, especially with my hand placement.
oh, it's the gas.
It's
the reaction. I can't help it.
You got us more shots.
I did.
You're amazing. Should we
I did.
do our shots? Let's do our shots with producer Jay down on the table. Oh my God. All right, let's talk about stuff.
Yes.
What's coming up?
Well, the biggest thing that's coming up is Meatball Turkey Day Dinner 4!
I can't believe it's the
Fourth one.
Motherfuck. I know.
I know, it feels like it was just a month ago, and yeah, we're really excited. This year we are benefiting the YMBA, which is the Youth Services Program, through the center, of course. We have a great lineup. I'm flying Grace Towers in from San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, we love Grace.
I got Disco Dolly coming back from Vegas.
Right on.
I have Paris, of course.
Of course.
This year we're doing a little something different with the entertainment. We're going to bring back the Kickers again. We also have Pink Boombox, Lily Holiday. So it's a burlesque team, kind of. Tasteful burlesque, nothing raunchy. And we also have Joshua Landry? I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Joshua is a folk singer. He has got a guitar, acoustic guitar. You probably know him if you saw him. He does stuff around town, and he's usually at Gossip. And
Oh, I was going to say, has he...
he's got long hair.
has he been over at Bamboo? Has he performed at Bamboo?
Yes. Yes.
That's where I've seen him.
Very talented. So we're changing it up a little bit. Eli, Mr. San Diego Leather, our current title holder, is joining with us and also doing some demos.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's going to be a great event.
And the food is always awesome.
Fabulous. Munson from Moe's will be making our sauce this year.
Oh, there you go.
Homemade sauce this year. And
So it is Meatball Turkey Day.
yes.
So
There'll be meatballs, there'll be turkey, there'll be lasagnas, there'll be salads, there'll be all of the fixins that come with the Thanksgiving dinner, and about 300-400 of your closest friends.
love it. Last year it was crazy packed.
It was crazy packed.
Crazy packed.
And each year we're getting a better turnout and we're raising more money.
That's what it's all about.
Yes. So
Are you guys doing the VIP thing again this year?
we will be doing some tables. Yes. Yes.
Because that was lovely.
We're trying to
great seats.
Yes, we're trying to figure out a better way to set stuff up this year. I mean, we would love to have the buffet line be in the library
Right.
to free up that space. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. It reminds me I got to call Connor.
Yep.
Instead of just showing up on that Sunday and be like, oh, hi. So yeah, we're really excited about it. You know, we're really 100% involved right now with the fetish ball. But as soon as that's over, we go full force into Meatball Turkey Day.
And I love it. It's always awesome every November. Perfect for the season.
And this year, are you still? I approached you.
Oh my God, what am I doing? Did I say something?
You and Ophelia are going to be doing a live broadcast of He Said, She Said at the Meatball Turkey Day dinner. Now you know. Now that he knows, now that Jay knows.
Now it will happen.
Now it will happen.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
will.
Yeah, so I thought that would be really cool. I kind of saw you guys like on the stage, like just narrating throughout the night.
Yeah,
it would be
that's the
fun.
thing. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
No, I would love to do that. I would do that in a hot second. I love that event. It's very fun. We had a great time last year. We went and I just love going to those things at the center. They're always my favorite because, you know, that room That room is pretty fantastic.
It is infinite. We are really blessed to have that in our city. I mean, a lot of cities don't have anything close to that.
They
so
sure don't.
we are fortunate.
Yes, we are.
And each year it's been getting better. And we're like, this year we actually have like businesses approaching us saying, "Oh, I want a VIP table." So like, it's going faster. It's going to be even busier this year. So get your tickets.
Pretty soon it's all going to be VIP tables. So you better do it this year before next year.
It's really worth it. I mean, you think you get a show with incredible talent. I mean, these are A-list queens performing, and you get all-you-can-eat buffet. It's a deal.
Yep,
totally.
With all the sauce by Mike Munson.
Fabulous, because he's saucy.
He's saucy.
So I saw him put up a sign there. What's going on? Is there a Stonewall Roundup?
Oh my God, yes there sure is. So,
are we looking for more volunteers?
Well, it's not only that, we're always looking for volunteers with Stonewall. You know, I've been involved in Stonewall. You have been an amazing supporter of Stonewall.
I need to do another
4 years, which you are the reason why 2-3 years ago we were even able to stay afloat that year. So I will never ever forget what you did for us that year. Stonewall is having their community barbecue kind of get to know you session on Saturday in Balboa Park, the fabulous, beautiful Balboa Park in San Diego, 6th and Laurel. So people can come and learn about Stonewall, what we're all about, learn about some of the other things in the community that Stonewall has been attached to or is a part of, and hopefully get people to sign up to volunteer. Oh yes, that's right. Moe's is providing the food, which is fantastic. We're having burgers. There's probably going to be hot dogs. Okay, there's going to be hot dogs, but there's probably going to be some other fun activities, maybe, and just getting to meet the board members who.
When is this?
It's on Saturday, the 21st at noon.
21st of September.
Yes.
Okay.
So this Saturday.
Saturday.
Those of you watching this, which will be Friday, that means tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
definitely go out. I mean, I know that I have been reading a little bit lately that there have been some local attacks, and it really, I'm fearful of it because I heard the last one was right on Robinson.
Yes.
And I live right at 10th and Robinson, so I walk by there every night and quite often from Rich's home. So I'm a little worried.
Well, one of the things that people don't often understand about Stonewall is that they think that we're here and that Stonewall exists, and so everything is going to be all right in the world.
No.
And what they need to realize is that we are volunteers who are going out there under the radar every weekend, making sure that we're helping to keep the community safe. It's about deterring. It's about keeping another set of watchful eyes out there.
Yes.
And it's all volunteer. From every aspect, from the board to the executive director to everybody who goes out and volunteers. Nobody's getting paid for this.
Now,
nobody's getting paid for it.
Are we set with, is there money in the kitty for gas and everything?
Money in the kitty.
Okay, that's good.
There can always be more.
There can always be more, though, people.
Always be more.
And where can they donate? Is there a spot online they can donate?
Go to the website, stonewallcitizens.org, and click right on the little link to donate $5.
$5 is one gallon of gas, and that will get you around Hillcrest quite a few times.
Correct, yes. That'll give us a 3-hour patrol.
Yes.
And that's what we need. So every little bit helps, and all of the bar owners, from Chris Shaw to Nicholas Mode to everybody at the Brass Rail and Pex and Bourbon Street, they have all been really, really fantastic to Stonewall. But at the end of the day, Stonewall doesn't always get the recognition that it deserves because we do fly so under the radar.
And it really is probably one of the most important programs we have. So we need to talk, because I think we need to do another benefit.
They would love that. I can tell you that right now. They'd love it.
Okay, we need to do that again. So keep your eyes peeled and ears open. We'll do another one at Lips probably. We'll give Brent a call.
That would be great.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. We had a great time there.
We did.
Speaking of Lips is having their, the Fifi and Kiki and the other girls are doing the event there at Lips for the Autism Society of San Diego. I know that's coming up there, I think.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I want to say, is it next Saturday?
Well, your thumb is on the pulse of the
It's
community, so.
something. Well, you know, Fifi was the other fill-in a couple weeks ago when we were at Harvey-Milk's American Diner, which has now opened in San
Yeah, I
Diego.
went and ate there the other day.
How'd you like it?
I did like it.
I can't wait until they
Do the
get those-
remodel.
Yes. I want them fucking garage doors in there because
It needs
I
a
feel
little
like it's
update,
home.
but
Yeah.
I felt the food was great. I had a Cobb salad; it was delicious. My husband had a hamburger; he enjoyed it very much, and our other friend had the fish, and it was delicious. Everything was very fresh, and I loved it.
Here's what I also love about what they're doing over there. Very much like Chris and the Mose family does here. They are employing people in the community who have been a part of the community. If you are trans, if you are a drag queen, if you are lesbian, if you are gay, bi, they are employed over there. So,
Which is what we should do here
yes,
in
that
Hillcrest.
is exactly what we should do, and that's what I was trying to say.
Pay it forward, honey.
Thank you very much. Pay it forward. Anything else going on that you want to plug coming up here besides we got Freaky Friday, Freak Friday,
Halloween, the Meatball Turkey Day dinner. You know, you can just come and see me. I'm here pretty much 6 nights a week. I'm serving, so you can always ask to sit in my section. I am very generous with the free shots. All you need to do is show me your penis.
sing.
It doesn't take much. Yeah,
I
come
see
like
you
that.
every Thursday.
Yes, I'm always
because
here.
You're here every Thursday.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
and if you are a young man in your 20s, you can always go to the center and go visit with Jesse.
Yes. Yes. And
Jesse
it's
slash Glitz Glam.
every fourth Tuesday of the month.
Tuesday.
And we have the fabulous Hillcrest Brewing Company sponsor us. And
I love you.
HBC sponsors our fabulous pizza each and every month. So stopping by, we always get a fabulous margarita Mary and a barbacoa.
See,
And
my
it's
favorite.
delicious. And we have to play the door guard
Yeah, right.
just to get in. And it's nice.
I get my pizza. I
Yes.
love that you bring that.
And then it's always nice because whatever we have left over, there's always somebody on the steps of the center
There sure is.
who is in need. So
Speaking of the center, everybody, please, I'll say this again, sign up for AIDS Walk.
Yes.
Donate to the center. This year is the center's 40th anniversary.
Wow.
The gala is coming up next month. Make sure that you have bought your ticket or made a donation in some way or another. This community really, really, really could not exist without the center. So
No.
it's people like Chris Shaw and Dolores Jacobs and all of the people that have really stuck behind making sure our community is recognized.
yes, and for those of you who live in the community, get involved. You know, you live here and you think it's wonderful and beautiful and all these wonderful events. Well, there's a huge team of people working on these events, and
Yeah.
anybody, all help is welcome.
Thank you.
So get involved, give back to your community, pay it forward, and it will come back to you, I promise.
You know what? That I think is an amazing thing to sign off on.
I think
That's
it is.
the perfect thing. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for
always
having
love
me.
having you.
Aw.
I can't wait to take my pictures with you now because Jay is almost an amazing photographer, but not quite as amazing as Rob. Rob, shout out to Rob again. But better than
Oh, and Cynthia. Cynthia for my hair. Isn't it
yes,
gorgeous?
Your hair is fabulous.
Just message me on Facebook if you
I
want
noticed
something made.
The beret. The beret
Yeah,
is
she
like
actually, I told her I wanted it down to my ass. So she made a braid on the inside and then attached extensions to the braid.
See?
So I can like whip it around and shit. Yeah.
Are you gonna perform actually tonight? Just
this,
emceeing.
This is the performance.
This
Just
is
looking
the
at it.
performance.
This is it.
This is how it goes.
Are you gonna stick around then?
Of course I am.
Cool.
Well, of course we're gonna stick around. We're gonna see the jock straps and the sports bras and have a few drinks and cocktails and
Yeah.
see you.
Fabulous.
I love you. Thank you.
I
very
love you,
much.
his.
We will see you next week. Maybe Ophelia will be back. I don't know. Bye.